3 weeks. My bad. I'm back. You know, I feel like talking about something negative today. So, I'm gonna talk to you guys about the beef I have with the Finch family. You might be wondering, who the fuck is the Finch family? Well, they're from this game, What Remains of Edith Finch. Very niche game, I know, for all of you people that actually do know it that are watching this video. But I'm sorry, even when I played the game a few years ago, I was like, these people are kind of stupid. Like, for example, let's start with Odin, the oldest nigga in this club. Or at least he should be, considering the fact that he thought it would be wise to set sail across an entire ocean with a house attached to a boat. I don't know about you, that doesn't sound very smart to me. And my theory about it being not very smart was proven when he fucking died. He died along with his house. Now granted, the house actually did make it pretty close to the house that they lived in, so maybe he wasn't that far off the mark. Too bad, he still died. It is what it is. But speaking of stupid deaths, let's move on to Sven, the guy who made a dragon-shaped slide and apparently decided to forego any sort of safety precautions because he got crushed. Yeah, he didn't fall off of the fucking thing, he just got crushed by it. Now, if I were a guy who got crushed by something that I made, and it's something as simple and elementary as a slide, I'm not gonna lie, I'd be pissed off. Obviously, there are people in this family tree whose deaths aren't really their fault. Molly, for example, sent to bed with no fucking food.
It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner.
And just died somehow. I don't know. She died of something. Probably not starvation, but something. So, not cool. Gregory, I can't blame Gregory. He was fucking one, okay? But you know who I can blame? I can blame Kay, the woman who decided to leave the 1-year-old in the bathtub and didn't expect anything bad to happen.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I don't know if she knew this, but I think everyone knows that kids, babies especially, like doing things that will result in their death. That's kind of their whole thing. He fucking drowned, man. It's not that hard. Calvin, I'm not gonna lie, he had that one coming. He decided to keep swinging and try and loop around on a swing that was set up like 5 feet away from a fucking cliff. Look, man, I know kids aren't the smartest people, but I should think not swinging to your death would be common sense. You know? Common sense doesn't run very deeply into this family though. Another guy, Gus, decided it would be a great idea to fly a kite in the middle of some of the harshest winds known to man. I don't know exactly how he fucking died, but he died. He was flying a kite in the middle of a storm. Probably got barreled over by a tent or something. On somebody's wedding day, no less. Dick move. Walter, this dude saw Barbara get murdered. And you know what he did? Decided to hide in the fucking basement for however, I don't even know how many years it was. He was 53 years old when he died. He stayed in there, what, 40 years? I can't imagine being trapped in a basement, surviving off of canned peaches every day for 40 years. I'd rather die. He finally decides to leave the cave that he put himself in. And you know what he does as soon as he walks outside? Fucking dies. You can't make that up. That's a skill issue. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. These people suck. Look at Sam. Sam's dumbass thought it would be a great idea to have his daughter shoot a deer and then not double tap. Listen, we all learned to double tap when shooting things. Mostly learning this from video games, but double tap, damn it. She shot it once. You'd think that maybe he would just go the extra mile and shoot it again, but no. He just had to get the picture. And you know what that cost him? His fucking life. Can you imagine going out on a hunting trip with your dad and then he fucking dies because he got knocked off a cliff by a deer? The embarrassment I would feel. I mean, Milton, I don't know what happened to him, if I'm gonna be completely honest with you. He just disappears randomly. No one can ever find him. No body, no nothing. Obviously, he didn't fall off of this rickety ass house because if he did, someone would have found him. So he just up and disappeared like that. Totally not suspicious at all. You have Lewis, the guy who probably is the only clear-cut case of mental illness in this goddamn family. So I won't go too hard on him. But you know who I will go a bit harder on? Edie, this old piece of shit. You're telling me that your daughter dies through whatever circumstance it might be, and you think to hang up a fucking news article talking about, oh, she got eaten by monsters. Are you kidding me? Molly died under your supervision. Calvin died under your supervision. I mean, come on, man. You're telling me that on the day that your great granddaughter, I think it is born, the fucking tide just so happens to pull itself back to where you can get to your old house? She's talking about, but somewhere along the line I lost my way. What do you mean you lost your way? It was a straight line. How do you get lost walking in a straight line? I know you're old, but the hallucinations have gotta stop. Edith's mom thinks it's a great idea to leave the house and leave this old hag to her demons, right? And you know what she gets in return? Death. She gets to fucking die. You can't make that up. And then within 24 hours of them leaving, the old woman dies too.
This morning the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
And then you know what? Edith dies during childbirth. I mean, shit. And you know what? With this family's track record, I really do not have any faith that this little dude right here is going to survive more than an extra 10, maybe 15 years. Just having the last name Finch is a bad omen on this dude. Clearly, a lot of bad decisions were made in this family, and I fucking hate most of them. People like Molly, Gregory, Milton, and Lewis, I can sympathize with them. You know, they're all right in my book, but everybody else, especially Sam, Edie, Walter, Gus, all of those guys, very avoidable. I don't know, random video topic to come back on, I know, but hey, stay tuned for more.